Annyeonghaseyo, hello and welcome. Let me calibrate real quick. Ugh. Why does Waterdo make me click into the window these days? I do not understand. But anywho, hello and welcome. Excuse me. I just, as fast as I could, I am not a fast eater, ate a sandwich before stream, which was why I was kind of stuck on the starting soon screen for so long. It's been, God, it's almost been 40 minutes. Wow, I really am not a fast eater. My goodness. It's just like a little Jimmy John sandwich too. Wow. Anywho, we'll get on to the Manhwa Rec for today and then get started on the game since we have such a late start. Don't want to be hanging around here for too long. So let's start with the cover. So today's rec is a BL. It's called Downpour. And you can read it on Tapas. Excuse me. I do believe there's two versions of it. There's the I guess like all ages version and then the mature version. Let me confirm that. It's also a good idea since I forgot to pull up the official summary. Downpour. Yeah, Downpour. Also, Waterdo is laggy. I don't know why. Like, unless I click in the window, it's fine. But the moment I click out, it lags. And all I have is OBS and Waterdo and my browser up. Oh my God. I feel like Waterdo is the problem lately. Oh, still laggy. I put a lot of browser sources in efficiency mode. Maybe one of those is my model and that's slowing it down. I don't know. I'm taking them all off efficiency mode just to see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Not really. Not really. Ay. I don't know what is up with my tech lately. Oh, I'm not clicking to Waterdo, right? Click my browser. Oh, no. Okay, I was clicking to Waterdo. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my tech lately, but it's just like out to get me. Waterdo has never had this many problems as it has like since towards the end of May into now. I don't get it. I do not get it. You only run smoothly when I click in the window. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I've lowered the resolution of the render window, which is the window with my model in it that I can pretty much always see in Waterdo. And even then, it just still lags. It actually fucking ran smoother when it was a bigger window. That's just fucking weird. It should be taking up less CPU usage. Yeah, we're only at like 52% right now. No, 49, 46. It's going down. It usually spikes just a little bit after I open Task Manager. I don't understand. I don't understand. Whatever. Anyway, back to the rec. Okay, maybe they only have the one version. I could have sworn there was a mature version too. But anywho, let me get the summary up here. All right. So here's the official summary before I try and remember. It's been a while since I read it, and there's a few episodes I need to catch up on. Mainly just the epilogue episodes. It looks like I have read up to, or at least I bought the chapters up to the end. I don't think I've read it yet. Because I think they're grayed out where I've read it. None of those are grayed out. Lovely. Anywho, official summary for Downpour is having been outed at work, as in outed for being gay, in Pride Month. How dare. I'm just clicking the water to window so I'm smoother. Having been outed at work, shoe designer Park Sekyun is forced to start all over. He gets a new job at Yom, an up-and-coming brand with an accepting work environment and generous perks. It seems like the perfect company, and so Sekyun finds out that the CEO is none other than his former crush, Jin Yo-woon. The cold-hearted jerk who nearly drove him to end his own life. Now they must work together, but will old feelings well up? Like a sudden downpour, love appears when you least expect it. Now, this one, plot-wise, it's not like super heavy on the drama, despite the fact that that summary just like said he nearly drove him to end his own life. If I remember correctly, it was kind of like a lot of misunderstanding on his part, like preconceptions about how the dark-haired dude here kind of views him and all that. But also I'm like slowly remembering it. The dark-haired dude did react very poorly because I think the main character actually confessed to him in high school, or at least alluded to it or something like that. And the dark-haired dude did react pretty poorly, so that would have driven like a high school hormonal and very like self-centered dramatic kid to wanting to end his life. That would make sense, yeah. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of like heavy drama in this one. So it's a pretty light read. I just really like the artist or artists, because I do believe this is like a couple people, kind of like a clamp situation, where it's like they have people, I want to say like two, because I only really see like two distinctish art styles come out of this group. So I want to say it's like two people who have similar art styles, but maybe if you're not really paying attention too hard, you don't really see much of the difference. But I tend to like pick up on that because, you know, when you're an artist, you can kind of pick up on little subtle differences in art styles, at least in my experience. So this little art group, I mentioned it yesterday because it did pop up in my library, and I kind of pointed it out that I'm going to rec it tomorrow for a very specific reason. And the specific reason is because it's the same kind of situation as the rec I had yesterday, where I found these artists through like S-Class and ORV fan art first, and their Twitter. Hold on, let me get my browser up. Twitter. It is not showing. Browser. There we go. Okay, so yeah, their Twitter. It's just called Unirum, and I used to refer to them as just like a single entity, but then I kind of realized there are two different art styles going on here, and they make a lot of stuff. They make like a lot of like fan-made stuff. So I've bought just about everything that they put out, because they put out a lot. Like where's a good oh, that's something they made right there. Oh, like this is a binder to put like postcards in, and those are their postcards as well. Yeah, I have that binder. They made like 4 binders at one time, and I was like, oh shit. So I wound up buying all 4 of those binders. Oh, is this the whole listing? Yeah, here's all 4 of these binders. So I think that this is their group name. God help me if I say it wrong. Habsil Habsilikaitin. I think it's like German or something. They're just kind of funny because they're a little Korean group. But yeah, there's got $800. This is like probably Taiwan? Sometimes they'll sell in Taiwan. Maybe. I'm now curious, is this a Taiwan thing? Where are you located? Where is this? Where is this? Oh, right. I set it to where I have to hold. Is it shift? Pretty sure it was shift. Shift? Shift? Nar? Okay. Where are you? Probably Taiwan. But anyway, minor curiosity. Yeah, these are two like photo albums or like postcard albums, and they're big guys. And these two at the bottom are smaller ones that are, I think they're for like photo cards. And you wouldn't think, oh, do you need a whole album for photo cards? You have no idea how many photo cards I have, and they're not of Korean pop idols at all. They're all of fictional men and women. From webtoons. That's where I go crazy with the collection. But yeah, they're sturdy photo albums. And if you are big on collecting like Korean goods, or I think even like, actually I don't know how common like getting like postcards and photo cards is with like Japanese goods. I don't think that's super common. But yeah, for Korean goods it definitely is. You're always going to get postcards of like artwork and stuff, and usually photo cards as well. Even if it's just, if it's fan works, definitely. If it's like official stuff like the limited edition box sets that I was showing yesterday, more than likely you'll get one or two at least. So I have a lot of binders. I have yet to fill them all up because you sometimes get carried away, and by you I mean me. Because sometimes I get carried away and I still have like a good couple stacks of like photo cards and mostly postcards to put into binders. I also just get very like OCD about it, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta match up the series and I gotta match up the artist, and I don't really have to do that, but I feel like I have to. But yeah, that's just like one type of merch that they like to make. They also have like a bunch of photo cards, like I was just saying, photo cards up the wazoo. And you'll usually get like the transparent ones as well, which are kind of my favorite. Then you got all their, I think these are their illustration cards. Yeah, the illustration cards, which are, I have to keep clicking into water dough or else I'm just gonna be laggy for some fucking reason. I don't understand. At this point, I kind of just wanna, which is, by the way, this is something I'm going to do tomorrow because I'm going to play Horizon Zero Dawn tomorrow, so that I don't have water dough open, so that they're not like competing to kill each other. I'm going to be doing like the PNG model. I'm just going to have a reactive image for tomorrow. So look forward to that. I'm back. And I'm laggy still. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck it to me. Just keep thinking of that fucking... Was it Game Changer? I'm trying to remember. No, it was a make some noise. Oh, I'm opening the water dough editor, so I'm lagging a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Just gonna check the settings real quick. Like, what's going on here? Got to fix window size. I got VSync on. Real-time processing. Increased GPU priority. I don't know. Maybe if I change it to above normal rather than real time. No. Okay, back to real time. Ay. I'm tired, man. I'm tired of fucking OBS and water dough not cooperating. For some fucking reason, nothing has changed other than adding the Incubus redeem, but I've been like scouring the water dough Discord, and supposedly not having more blueprints doesn't really slow you down, or at least it shouldn't. But whatever. Anyway, back to this. So the illustration cards are kind of like tarot cards. They're kind of like that size. And they're usually meant for like character cards. And I love them. I just really like that tarot card style of like an illustration card. And then of course you get your postcards up the wazoo. So many. And I have all of that. No joke. I have every single one of those. And they're like always selling stuff. Just the artwork is so good. But is there one that kind of makes it obvious? You can kind of see it here. This is one of their styles. You can sorta. Can I? Nope. Can I? Get it? Yeah, here we go. Here's like a little close up. I think it's the other artist in this who did this one. It's hard to pinpoint who's who. Hey, hey, hey. ORV, hello. That's that one artist. So much ORV. Hey, you. I have these postcards. You bet your ass I have those. Yeah, like right here, you can kind of tell this is one artist and then this is the other artist. I do believe. Or maybe that's the same artist. Their style is so similar that it's hard to kind of tell. Just like casually. That's a nice one. But oh, I have these acrylic stands as well. They were sold for, oh god, what's it called? It's like an official. Oh, Nevermore. Hey, hi. I got so distracted by looking at handsome men on Twitter. I didn't see you pop up there. But hello and welcome. I'm doing good. I woke up. I was like, my tummy aches. So I know this is gonna take like an hour to go away because my tummy aches never go away immediately. So I was like, okay, we're gonna just like push it forward another hour. Since I already pushed it forward about an hour and a half. Just because, yeah, I had like just gone to sleep at that point. It was like 6 p.m. I'm like, if I'm gonna wake up at like 8, I'm gonna be dead. So yeah, I just got in bed, so I figured I'd pop in. Hello and thank you. I just got out of bed not too long ago. I literally said I would start my stream at like 11 p.m. PST. And I was like, okay, well, I can get it started, but then I need to get some food or else I'm going to die. Because once my stomach felt better, then I realized it was very, very empty. So I got the stream started and the starting soon screen just like sat there for like almost 30 minutes as I'm like trying to eat my sandwich quickly. But I am not a fast eater, so I just did that and watched shorts, YouTube shorts of Game Changer. Booyah. Ayy. Right in my mouth. Delicious. But anywho. Yeah, so this is the, I'm gonna say artist group that does Downpour. I don't know if they have any other English shots. Oh, there is a mature one. I'm not fucking crazy. Yes, go get some sleep. And thanks for popping by. Have some sweet dreams. Yeah, the mature version. Oh, no, I meant to get episodes for the mature version. Where's like the whole list? There we go. This is the whole series? Because sometimes mature versions only include like the mature episodes, and it looks like this is that case. So this is just the epilogue episodes. Okay, that's good, because I got most of the normal story. Actually, I got all of the normal story. I was just looking at it. How did I forget so quickly? Yeah, I have all of, so to get down, all of the normal story. And that's why I didn't buy the epilogue, because I was going to buy the mature version. Okay, I can remember things sometimes. But yeah. So it's like I for, God, like a year at least, probably over a year, I knew of Yunrum, and then this group. Oh, God. Habselig Kaiten. Kaiten? However you pronounce that, I was aware of that before anything else. And then I just kind of saw this pop up on Tapas one day, and I'm like, I know that art style. And although, once again, you're not going to get the names that you're used to on Twitter for Korean artists, at least more often than not, I was like, no, this is definitely Yunrum. It's definitely them. I've seen enough of their sexy ORV and S-Class artwork to know that it's you. I know it's you. So that's why I was wrecking it today, because yesterday's rec was pretty much exactly the same situation. Where it's like, I knew of this artist like a year, like 2 years actually in advance. And then I'm like, wait a second, I'm seeing you in the wild. And it's not fan art. Amazing. But yeah, that is my rec for today. I'll go ahead and choose that. Cover logo. Big on. Okay. Oh, quick. I have a message. Oh, wow. They already did the sketch. My goodness. Sorry. I got like a, what do you call this? Your character here. Which, by the way, I only just recently learned that's what the YCH means for that type of commission. Your character here. Oh my God. I was like, how did I not figure that out until I like saw somebody write it down? Yeah, I think somebody like wrote it out. I'm like, oh, I'm just an idiot. Okay. But yeah, I just got like a little commission here. And they already have the sketch. It looks so good. Hold on a second. I gotta shower them in praise real quick. I did a mixture of the outfits you sent for your friend and added some little details to them. Hope you like it, but any changes you want to do, now's the chance. I'm looking at it. It looks fantastic. No changes needed. I rarely ask for changes in my commissions, just because I usually am not picky enough to really ask for them. With the exception of one, just because I like the sleeves that they did draw. They were like skin tight black sleeves. I'm like, well, that's nice. But it wasn't the sleeves, you know, that my outfit normally has. So I was like, okay, just gonna point this out. But it looks great as is. So if you didn't change it at all, I would not mind. I'm not a big ol' stinker when it comes to commission stuff. I mean, there's a commission artwork I've been using in a lot of my thumbnails lately. Go ahead and close my browser. And I'll get Sifting Thyme up and going. But yeah, there's like art I've been using in my YouTube thumbnails lately. I've been putting that head on mostly Horizon Zero Dawn monsters. Because when it comes to either being Aloy or one of the mechanical metal, what do they call them? Metal beasts. I usually see myself as a metal beast rather than Aloy. Turn this volume down. Okay, Sifting Thyme is up. Go ahead and jump over to the gaming screen. All right, let me calibrate. I'll be looking here. Okay. Till the moment I click into the game, we're going to be laggy again. I don't know why. We're at 60 frames per second. We should be at 60 frames per second. What do my stats say? Sifting Thyme is like the lightest goddamn game in the planet. I didn't even have it running. So why is Waterdo just fucking laggy as shit? Maybe if I restart the scene. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the scene. Hold on. I don't think restarting the scene will white out OBS, a thing that it didn't used to do at all until recently, because fuck me, I guess. But, yeah. It might do it, so just avert your eyes just in case. I'm gonna reload the scene now. Okay, it's not whiting out. This is good. Okay, clicked in the game. And still laggy. Fucking great. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. I don't know, Waterdo. What is? Hello, Bacardi. I will stop shrimping. Hold on a sec. Hey, hey. Okay. Squeaky ass chair. I need a new chair. This one's not too bad, but it's definitely been put through the ringer. I really did like this chair though, because it came with like a back massager, a lower back massager, which was really nice for my old man back. Hello. For whatever reason, I look a little choppy. Unless I click into the Waterdo window, then I look very smooth. But the moment I click out, I'm choppy again. I don't know why. So this is my life now. This is my fucking life. But tomorrow for Horizon Zero Dawn, we are going to not be that. We're going to be this. Because this doesn't fight with Horizon Zero Dawn and OBS to the death. So look forward to that. But I'll come back. My laggy ass self. Okay. Desktop audio is on. Get the game capture to, where is it? Sifting Thyme. There we go. How's the sizing? Sizing is good. All right. Okay. We will get started. Turn this volume back up to 20. And play. All right, we're in the Korean barbecue brigade. Whatever that means. After visiting the laboratory, we arrive at the Triple Play Cafe. Inside the cafe is bustling with people. Tyler is behind the counter, manning the order station. You made it, Moondalarum. And just in time before the dinner rush. Hey, Tyler. Good to see you. Are your parents here? Mom just left, actually. She forgot she promised to take the twins to the movies with their friends tonight. He's an older brother of twins? Yeah, that tracks. He seems like the kind of guy. But she says hello. Tyler suddenly notices the three guys behind me. Are these your new boyfriends? Have you abandoned me? Hey, everyone. How was the lab? It's pretty neat that Lincoln can send you off to all these fancy field trips. Actually, it was Leo who was able to secure our trip. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Leo gives a half-hearted shrug. He has beef with Leo, for sure. For sure. Hi, I'm Jamie. And this is Leo and Jeffrey. We're working on this project together. They have very, like, white boy names. It just hit me. I'm Tyler. Nice to meet you all. Tyler turns to Leo. I've been following some of your posts on Clickogram. It's quite an honor to have you visit my parents' place. We're a bit on the simpler side, but I hope you like it. Oh, you know me? My mom is a fan of yours. We also met briefly at Lincoln once. Did he do something to him? Did he trip him or, I don't know, insult him or his family? I see. Well, this is a nice place. The menu looks... Jeffrey suddenly coughs from behind him, or from behind us. The three of us turn to look at Jeffrey, who is on his phone and noticeably keeping his distance. Without a word, Jamie excuses himself and takes him by the window. Leo rolls his eyes and resumes looking over the menu. Tyler leans into me. Is he okay? If you really need to go, then it's totally fine if you want to meet up next time. It's fine, it's just that he overheard you during our video chat earlier. Oh, did I say something bad? He really didn't. He just said, like, elf-like guy. And how is that a, like, insult at all? Elves are notorious for being, like, the prettiest fantasy characters ever. Jeffrey, why are you being dumb? Why are you causing drama? Or is he upset that I kept you away? I make sure that none of them are listening and lower my voice. You called him elf-looking, remember? Oh, my bad. It sort of just came to me. I didn't realize earlier you were out with other people. Sorry if it's made things awkward. He pulls away from the counter just as Jamie returns with Jeffrey in tow. Is everything okay? Sorry for that misunderstanding earlier. I don't know what you're talking about. What was that, Jeffrey? Nothing, we're cool. Well, since you all came a long way, I figured dinner would be my treat. Wait, really? Of course, it's all on me. Or rather, my mom said to treat you all. I think she feels guilty that she wasn't here to welcome you. As one of the cooks approaches the counter, Tyler gestures to the menu above. I'll give you a few minutes while I take care of something. At once, he pulls out his phone and rushes with the cook into the kitchen. What's he up to? Does he cook too, then? He does know how to cook, but he doesn't do that here. He has a busy My mouth just fucking... I was gonna say shit itself, but that's a terrible mental image. It just died. It died. He has a busy schedule with soccer already. He just makes dinner at home for himself and his twin brothers. Did I say twin sisters? I don't know why. No, I just said older brother of twins. Yeah. God, 3 boys. Sounds like my younger sister. She's had nothing but boys so far. And his twin brother, since his parents are always busy here. I hope you guys like this place. It's pretty popular with the locals. Most people like to hold their fundraisers here or host small gatherings. The staff's all made up of family friends and some of Tyler's teammates from soccer. Okay, that's a little weird. And everything on the menu is pretty much scoured from local farmers and suppliers. It's an effective business model. I'm saying that Leo and Tyler should hook up. That's the vibe I'm getting. Most of the people here seem like regulars. I'm interested to know how they bring in out-of-town customers. Their reviews online, probably. They probably see a lot of 5-star local reviews, then we'll check this place out when visiting town. Tyler emerges from the kitchen. Whew, crisis averted. What, was there like a grease fire or something? What happened? Sorry about the wait. Did y'all figure out what to order? What's your recommendation? Maybe one of your signature items. How about one of our made-to-order hamburgers? The classic cheeseburger is probably the best when it comes to farm fresh. A cheeseburger sounds great. Maybe we should all do a burger today. Get the Impossible Whopper. You were eating the mystery meat in the last episode. You might as well. I suppose. I'll have the bacon brie burger then. Ooh, I don't like brie. It's my dad's favorite. Well, what about you? What's your favorite? He'll go nuts if he knows that Leo Walter is choosing his favorite. Oh, I don't know why. I thought Leo was saying it's my dad's favorite, and that's why I'll order it. I was like, wait, what? Who does that? Leo would do that, but that was Tyler talking. He's not going to post that someplace, is he? No. He'll probably just cheer in his office or something. I'll make sure to tell him to keep it to himself, though. Look at this bitchy face. Leo's bitchy face. Tyler could kiss it better. And what would you like, Jeffrey? Burgers sound good and all, but I'm feeling something different. What's catching your eye, then? As Jeffrey opens his mouth, a staff member emerges from the kitchen with several burgers stacked with shoestring fries. What is a shoestring fry? Are those really, like, Skinny fries? Shoestring fries, a fried egg, and drizzled in sauce? The scent wafts in our direction, and Jeffrey visibly perks up from the smell. What are those? What are those? I've never seen that before. Those are our Frita burgers. Frita. What's Frita? They're Cuban-styled burgers. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, Frita. Okay, yeah. We got a recipe from a family friend. They're a hit here in town, especially if you like something with that kick to it. Sounds bomb. I've never heard anyone say that phrase. Sounds bomb. Okay. I'll take one of those then. What are you getting, Moon Dalarum? Oh, I always fucking forget until a choice pops up. Where is it? Where is my Jamie guide? There it is. Huh. Yes, you're opening the browser. Calm down. It's not the end of the fucking world. I'll put this up here. Yeah. Okay. Right. Korean barbecue. I'll have the same. But which one? You can't go wrong with any of those burgers, though. The classic. Jamie loves that. Soon he will love me. God, I wish I wasn't so laggy. I don't know why. I hate it. When you were describing the classic cheeseburger earlier, all I could remember was how fresh it is. If you're here for the weekend, you would be back tomorrow for another. If only you were close to Lincoln. If you'll go pick a table, I'll get this order in and bring them out soon. As Tyler enters our order and starts helping the customers behind us in line, we help ourselves to some water cups before picking a table near the window. As we wait, Leo examines the dessert menu on the centerpiece while Jamie picks up a flyer from the stand. There's going to be a basketball team fundraiser tomorrow. Then there's another for baseball on Tuesday. This is a sports town, isn't it? Like a school sports town. This place must get really packed. As we chat, Tyler soon comes by our table with 4 juicy burgers and sets them before us. Damn, that's fast. Every single time I've gone to like a local restaurant and gotten something, it's like a good half hour to 45 minutes before your food gets there. This was like, hey, I said one sentence and everything was done. They're fucking magic. That's what the emergency was back in the kitchen. Is their, I don't know, their sorcerer was low on mana and he had to bring like a mana potion. Hope you guys enjoy them. I have to go back to man the counter, but let me know if there's anything else I can get you. Wow, they all look good. As soon as Tyler walks away, Jeffrey takes out his phone. Before Leo could bring his plate closer, Jeffrey pulls it back to the rest of the batch and takes a snapshot. Okay, now you can eat it. I needed to commemorate this moment. The presentation is nice. It's very comfort food, diner style, and the portions seem to be on par with their demographics. What does that mean? A bunch of poor people needs a lot of food? Is that what you're saying? Just take a bite now, will you? Setting his phone aside, Jeffrey takes a hearty bite of his burger, or out of his burger. Jamie is already a quarter in, barely able to give a thumbs up as he goes in for another bite. Okay, that's cute. I love a man who just like rips into food. Because I'm the same. I turn into a feral creature when you put like delicious food in front of me. Which is funny because as much as I like to eat, I hate eating. If that makes any sense. Like I like satiating my hunger. I like tasting good food, but I hate the act of eating itself. It's a strange way to describe it, but that's just how I am. Jamie is already, yeah, we already talked that. I can't help but start digging into mine, familiarizing myself with the cafe's signature taste. Leo takes his time inspecting the burger, examining the layers of bacon, brie cheese, and caramelized onions. I hate onions, especially caramelized onions. Blech. Blech. This big old nasty, wet, veggie thing. Ugh, God. You ever bit into an onion when you didn't expect it? Oh, God, it's the same as like lettuce. Like if I'm having a quesadilla, cheap ass quesadilla from Taco Bell, and I bite in, and although I'm okay with lettuce, like in tacos and stuff, if I'm not expecting it and you bite into one, it's the same as biting into an onion that I wasn't expecting in like a burger or something. Was it McDonald's? Yeah, like McDonald's, the cheap ass like little burgers, and they have those little cubed onions in there, just like coated at the top. God, when I first bit into one of those ever, my mouth just goes like nuts in a very not fun way. Anywho, yeah, it just, oh God, caramelized onions. Ugh. Ugh. Under everyone's eyes, Leo takes a slow, calculating bite of burger. He stays still for a few moments before swallowing. He swallowed. There's something different about this burger. It tastes like cum. At my family's restaurant, The Walter, our burgers have a very distinctive taste that I'm fond of. But this is something else. I want to go ask him questions now. Go ask him questions! Like, ask him on a date. I was waiting for it, Bacardi. I was waiting for it. Gasp, he swallowed. How do they exactly cook them? And at what temperature? How exactly do they introduce the onions to the rest of the burger? I guess formally with like a handshake? Whoa, Leo, calm down. It's a burger. It never hurts to network and ask questions. Yeah, I was waiting for him to swallow. Held his chin and just said, you can't move until you swallow. I said what I said. It never hurts to network and ask questions. One can learn a lot from such opportunities. To our surprise, Leo suddenly stands up and looks... Oh, I noticed yesterday. I redeemed like a dance redeem for Ichiro Okawa when he put those like God, when he gave me those gift subs, and in my ears I could hear the music playing, but then I was watching the VOD and I'm like, oh my God, the sound isn't playing at all. And I realized that my Waterdo audio was being tied to my desktop audio, despite the fact that that used to not be the case. Waterdo's wacky lately. So I was like, oh my God, if I have the desktop audio muted because I have a game like sitting in the background waiting to be played while I'm in the just chatting screen, you can't hear Waterdo. So I literally had to like figure out virtual audio cables and separate Waterdo's audio. So now no matter what I do with the desktop audio, you can always hear Waterdo. But damn, watching me redeem that and then just like dance to like no music whatsoever, I was like, oh, this is bad. This looks dumb. I can always put the music in post, which is I've done several times, but Jesus Christ. To our surprise, Leo suddenly stands up and looks for Tyler without the slightest hesitation. Your burger's going to get cold. Leo ignores Jeffrey as he heads towards Tyler. We see them starting to talk to each other. Tyler leans in. Leo leans in. Oh no, I wish I could have said something. I think I was sleepy during that part. No, you're fine, you're fine. I mean, I always review my VODs after I stream. So, I mean, I figured it out. It's fine. But it's difficult to hear what they're saying. What's wrong with him? I've never seen him like this before. I guess he must have really liked it. We watch as the two briefly slip off into the hallway that leads to the back office. They're gonna fuck. Huh. Look at them. I wonder if Leo's planning on making burgers for his cooking competition that's coming up soon. Maybe. Oh my. What could they be talking about? Usually Tyler doesn't take anyone to the... Oh God. Take anyone to the back rooms. That can either be a euphemism for something, or they're about to like go into that liminal nightmare space. Either way, it's a date. Historians say they were good friends. Yeah. Although thankfully this is a fucking dating sim, so we can smooch all the boys. All the boys get to smooch. Jeffrey pulls out his phone and starts heading their direction. Oh, he's gonna fucking record it. Okay. You freak. Jeffrey, stop. What are they doing? Or what are you doing? Are you kidding? This is suspicious and I want to document this. I thought they were talking about burgers. Dude, they're gonna fuck. Leave them alone. The kitchen is the other way. Where are they sneaking off to by themselves? They're gonna fuck. I'm telling you. So you're trying to blackmail them? Leo has already miffed at you for Club Rush. Are you sure you want to follow him? This is the case of journalistic integrity. You are not a journalist. What are you talking about? We have to bring truth to his fans. He gay, girls, he gay. Watch him take him up the ass. I got the video evidence for it. Jeffrey walks away and quickly disappears into the back hallway. Do you think he'll be okay, Moondalarum? He won't get lost back there. I can't imagine it's that big of a building. Calm down, Jamie. You're cute and all, but you dumb. You dumb. Jeffrey suddenly reappears, dashing back to the table. They were fucking! And that's what I'm telling you. You guys, I saw something shocking. His tongue was down his fucking throat. You won't believe. Jeffrey suddenly stops talking as he sees Tyler and Leo walking back. Leo sits back down and resumes his meal, avoiding our gaze. What exactly did Jeffrey see? We should probably finish and head out soon. It's almost sunset and we still have to finish reviewing our notes. I forgot about that. But you still have time to finish your food, Leo. Leo gives him a look before turning back to his burger. Tyler comes by to scoop up the empty plates. So, how was your taste of home? Better than I remembered it. But now I'm afraid I'm going to miss being home again. That reminds me. Rushing out with the plates, he returns a few minutes later from the kitchen with a large cardboard box and sets it down on the table, pushing it towards me. I remember that I had a care box made. I was going to give it to you the next time I visited. But now that you're here, he leans the box on its side to reveal an assorted set of organic snacks and vitamin drinks of every kind. With the sweep of a hand, he reveals several more layers of protein bars and packets of vegetable powder. I mean, free food is free food, but also what? Vegetable powders? What is that? Oh my lord, it sounds like that one GTA mission where you have to help the paparazzi. Simp! It's not much, but it's better if you took it now before school picks up even more. Try to have some veggies as much as you can, even the ones you don't like. Blech. I love carrots, I love broccoli. That's kind of it. I'm not like a big vegetable person. The veggies have like a lot of textures and weird tastes, so it's like, I can't really help it. But broccoli and carrots are my go-tos. And make sure you keep your protein up. Boy wants to keep me swole. This is too much. That one has a red. It's saying this one, but this guide isn't always right or like nice to me. Yeah, Tyler didn't like that, but that's okay. I use those protein bars all the time. They're the best, especially for study sessions. If you add beets, it'll be a better alternative to living off caffeine all the time. I guess that's true. My mom has these like, what would I call them? They're like these little square like bites. They're called super beets. And I mean, they're made with beets, but they don't taste really bad. They have a little bit of a chalky aftertaste. So I usually have to like drink some water afterwards just to kind of like wash it out. But I mean, otherwise they're pretty good and they're good for you. So beets aren't too bad. I'm not like a huge fan of them, but I don't hate them either. Seriously, thanks, Tyler. Just promise me you'll think about your health, okay? I'll send you something good in the mail. I'm not a kid who needs bribes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am a kid who needs bribes. Bribe me. If you don't take them, I'll take those bribes. I am Jeffrey, okay? I'm realizing I am just Jeffrey. Tyler draws in closer, lowering his voice from the others. Usually I'm all for sharing, but maybe try not to share your snacks with them. I'll be happy to give them all their own if they bug you for them, especially the elf-looking one. Tyler! He straightens up and turns to everyone else. It's been great meeting everyone. You're all welcome to come back anytime, especially you, Leo, into my back rooms. Thanks for dinner. This cheeseburger is going to rank in one of my top 5 for sure. Leo, it looks like you really liked your bacon brie burger. Leo stiffens as he gets up from his seat. Bacon brie burger. This is going to be their new, like, euphemism for fucking Tyler. You really enjoyed it, didn't you? My dad will be bragging about Leo trying our burger. It made the side trip worthy. Wait, do we have to go? I'm the one with the keys. How about we stay for cake? And you can all call for a fancy ride back for yourself. We've still got a report to finish. You're welcome to stay if you want more homework to do tomorrow. With a sigh, Jeffrey gives a longing look at the menu one last time before heading to the door. I'll just have to order both the cake and the pie next time. Our cafe will be right here. Come back anytime. As the three of them gather by the door, Tyler glances down at the box I'm holding as I hang back. You'll be able to get that box to your dorm? I can manage. Well, it's good to see you. Video chatting isn't the same, but we'll still manage to make them fun, right? When you're not asking me whether I've stuffed my face lately, now the rest of them know. Sorry, I guess I didn't keep that as a personal secret. But I meant what I said. Don't hesitate to tell me if you need anything. I can come up if you need me. He's like, fucking hit me up, bro. I'm here for a booty call whenever you need it. Thanks, Tyler. Tyler waves goodbye at all of us before heading back to the counter to help new customers. We wait at the door as Jeffrey fumbles through his pockets for car keys. Hang on, it's here somewhere. Where did I put them? Leo pulls out the keys from his pocket and leads the way out, smirking and ready to head back before dawn. Oh, he's being a little stinker. Once the bell rings, the teacher starts core class. Core class? Is that like homeroom? We have a lot to cover today for your next group assignment. Jeffrey sinks in his seat, ready to sneak his phone below his desk when the teacher starts a presentation titled Restaurant Crisis Management Project. You'd think by now they'd spare us. Shh, she'll hear you. Most of you might run your own restaurant one day or be in other food industry careers. But you will all face similar challenges and have to make critical decisions. Most restaurants will run with a business model that works until they run into a crisis. Then they will realize that they need to change somehow to grow again. The reality is that anything can happen in the world to shake up the industry overnight. Businesses need to be ready to quickly make critical decisions. She sets a stack of folders on the empty desk next to her. Groups will be assigned a local restaurant as their client. Tyler's? Each client will have a different scenario that could pose a challenge to its current business model. You have a week to create a presentation showcasing the crisis management plan. This sounds interesting. When's the Korean barbecue come into the play? Oh, are we gonna get a Korean barbecue place? Is that what the deal is gonna be? We did a project like this last year, but it was an individual project, not a group one. It sounds really complicated. Your presentation will be graded on the effectiveness of your changes. Yeah. Also, think about the steps needed to ensure that your new plan will help the business survive. As your client, the restaurant owner will be grading your presentation on its feasibility. I've divided the class up in groups of 6 already. One person from each group can come up and take your case study folder. You can use the rest of class time today to get started. She changes the slide on the presentation to show all of the groups. I noticed my name listed under group 2 along with... Guess you're stuck with me again, Woondalarum. Oh no, whatever will I do? And me, but I'm totally not complaining. As the other students disperse to their groups, I see Robin making their way to us, looking excited. Robin, we haven't seen you in a while. I was wondering when we'd work together. We're on a group with Robin. Hey. Finn comes up to the group holding our projects folder. Who is Finn? Close behind him, I see a girl that walks with Finn to and from class frequently. Who are... Oh, I like vaguely remember Finn. Yeah. I think we met him at Club Rush. Hey, Moon Dalarum. How's it been? I saw you applied to Japan Club recently. Oh god, I keep forgetting their fucking club is called that. Don't know if the two of you have met yet, but this is Hazel. Okay, so we haven't met her before. That tracks. She's the club secretary. She has secretary hair. Get my horns out of the way. Yeah, she has secretary hair. And part of this project too. Nice to meet you. We gather around the work table to look at the project folder. Here's hoping we can finish this project quickly. I'm still reeling from our innovations class report. All you did in the end was add pictures to the report. But that's a lot of work, Jamie. That's a lot of work. And most of them are ripped off your clickogram. I was just a photojournalist, remember? I have the feeling this project's going to need more work than just taking pictures. Is this the first time I've seen him with his eyes open? He's got some cute eyes. So let's see what we've got. Finn opens up the folder to the project's briefing page, which has a picture of a quaint restaurant at the top. Hey, we know this place. You do? It's Hanwoo, a popular Korean barbecue restaurant here in town. Okay, so I called it. This is where the Korean barbecue comes into play. Nice. Ask anyone here, and they've probably gone at least once on a Friday. Ugh, this is just making me want Korean barbecue. There are no Korean barbecue places here where I live. This place sucks! They also have a mini pinball arcade. Yeah, that also tracks. Every Korean barbecue place I've gone to, in Southern California anyway, usually had some kind of game or something on the outside. Or like in the waiting area, because it would always be packed, so you would always be waiting unless you got super lucky. The coolest thing I ever did with a crane game happened outside a Korean barbecue while we were waiting to get seated. There was a plushie, that round brown cat, and it was holding this tiny little donut in its hand, and my friend Robert was trying so hard to get it. And then my friend Steve tried hard to get it, and neither of them could. And they're just like, hey, you want to try once just for fun? I'm like, sure, why not? I'm not going to get it, but I'll try. And so I put the money in. I'm starting to like mess with the little claw. And I'm like, I'm going to go for this really ridiculous shot. I'm going to try and get that tiny little donut. And I'm going to pick it up by the donut. You guys watch. I'm going to be so cool. And of course I'm saying this knowing I'm going to fail. Because this plushie, I mean, it's a pretty round boy, and they're heavy, and we all know claw machine games, their claws aren't the strongest. Like, the goal is to kind of like move shit closer to the hole, and eventually knock it in, and then you win. You don't usually like pick it up and like win at once. That's like lucky. And lo and behold, the claw comes down, grabs it by the donut, picks it up, and somehow doesn't drop it until it's over the hole. And I was like, no. I was like, we had a crowd that I didn't realize had formed, and everyone started cheering. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? People are celebrating something cool that I did, and that I meant to do, but I didn't think would actually happen. So that was the coolest thing that I ever did. Ever. Probably in my entire life. And it will never happen again. And I gave away that plushie. I'm just remembering now. Yeah, someone who had the same exact plushie, but I guess they like lost it or something. So I was like, well, I have one. You can have it. And then I stopped being friends with that person like 6 months later. It's kind of sad. They also have a mini pinball arcade. I practically lived there for most of last summer. Just ask Jamie and Hazel. It's super chill and managed by an alumni's family. Tyler's Cafe sort of reminds me of this place, Moondalarum. Interesting. You got like small town local restaurant owned by a white family. Somehow reminds you of Korean barbecue restaurant. Okay, interesting. Finn looks up from the report, startled. Who's Tyler? Isn't that the guy you're always video chatting with late at night? Late at night? Oh, you jealous? Anyway, that's almost a pick, yeah? Yeah. We should probably get back on topic. Not my late night escapades. Huh. Why are you avoiding the question? Earth to Finn, we don't have much time. She pushes the folder closer to him to catch his attention once more, while the rest of the group stares at me. Anyway, our prompt says that Hanwoo is a local family-owned restaurant. It specializes in serving all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. For the most part, their model hasn't changed since opening. Korean barbecue usually isn't like all-you-can-eat, though. You have to like buy per meat platters, so that's strange. At least no Korean barbecue I've been to has been all you can eat. This is America, so knowing America, there probably is an all you can eat Korean barbecue somewhere. For the most part, their model hasn't changed since opening. They mostly cater to families and large groups. Their menu is pretty standard with what you'll find at most Korean barbecue spots. So what's the simulated crisis we've been given? Hazel leans against Finn and peers at the briefing. The briefing says, a pandemic... Oh no. A pandemic has unexpectedly swept across the nation. When did this game come out? I think this just came out last year. Okay, yeah, that tracks. It is difficult for people to socially gather without the risk of infecting each other. If only this was a simulated situation. If only. Oh well. The city allows for restaurants to continue serving as long as they resort to no-contact alternatives. Oh my god, I was curious about a Korean barbecue buffet, and there's a 24-hour all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue an hour. Oh, man, you lucky. I would fucking drive an hour and a half away to do that. Oh, 24 hours too? That'd be fucking perfect. There's like nothing 24 hours around here. I don't even think Walgreens is open 24 hours anymore. Which sucks, because it was like the only place I could go for 24 hours. Considering I work overnight shifts, and nothing is open when I leave work. Except for like Starbucks. Ay, ay, ay. 24-hour all you can eat. Ugh. Jealous. Yikes, that sounds intense. Yeah, Robin. It does. And it was. Still kind of is. But it's something that really could happen at any point. Y'all breaking the fourth wall, I see you. Since it doesn't say how long the pandemic will be going on for, we should probably assume it'll be a while. I don't know how I'd survive without socializing. I can barely go a day without trying to go eat out with friends. The issue is that the Korean barbecue places like Hanwoo rely on social interaction as a part of their business model. You can't really enjoy the experience without sitting down and cooking your food together with others. It'll be a huge blow to the revenue if people aren't allowed to dine inside. Not to mention if customers hit the arcade or stick around for karaoke afterwards. I end up spending almost twice as much on pinball than dinner sometimes. So if it says contactless alternatives, I'm guessing something like deliveries to customers' doorsteps? That or takeout options as long as they're done by curbside. What else does the briefing say? The rest is a breakdown of all the costs needed to operate the restaurant regularly before the pandemic. We'll have to come up with a new operational cost model to account for all the business changes then. For starters, how do we factor in the all-you-can-eat part? How about a Korean barbecue combo box? Maybe it's not all you can eat. Why not create a custom box with some popular delivery-friendly menu choices? That's not a bad idea. We should still find a way to compensate for it, though. If it were me, I'd want some comped tokens for the arcade. It would be a good way to promote themselves on social media for when they do reopen. That's an interesting idea. For another, maybe we could add something extra in their deliveries. You mean like a gift? Yeah, something like that. I wouldn't say no to offers like that. Well, that's the thing. We probably should limit the amount of free stuff so we aren't losing profit early. That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, the idea is to keep like a constant revenue stream, despite the fact that your business model is based on like social interaction that you now cannot do because of the pandemic. So like giving away a bunch of free stuff isn't really gonna help. We should figure out our delivery options, like whether we should use a third-party delivery or not. My aunt runs her own business and uses both options. Third-party delivery companies require additional fees to support the drivers and services. We would have to change our menu pricing if we solely went with that. So what about also using in-house delivery options with the existing staff then? I think most of them could double as drivers if there's no need for servers. Aren't the owner's children also servers at the restaurant? I think I've seen them on the road before. Finn refers to the project folder. The owner's 3 grown children currently work at the restaurant along with some friends as cooks and servers. So we could look at what costs we'll need to adjust for direct deliveries and third-party delivery services. We'll have to include some info about making sure if in-house drivers are properly insured for deliveries. When do I get to make out with these boys? We're talking about like restaurants and fucking insurance. When do I get my smooches? That's what I want to know. Maybe the free gifts should only be for local drivers then, or deliveries then. And that means we should probably budget for some new delivery packaging too. And we should really work on designing our own to test it out for ourselves. That way we can report our results during our presentation. So, should we use Friday to do a full test run to see if all of our ideas will work together? We can reserve one of the practice rooms to simulate as the restaurant. That's a good idea. I can take over figuring out the finances and budget for materials if nobody objects. I can design the packaging with the prototyping software I currently use for my graphic designs class. We'll probably need someone to handle the customer service side of things if we're going to run a simulation. You'd be perfect for that role since you're the only one who can handle my sarcasm during club meetings. I keep telling myself that not every customer is as much of a pain as you try to be whenever we go out to Hanwoo. Yet somehow I still always manage to get free tokens from them. Let's let Hazel deal with the customers then. Jeffrey, just go fucking take a nap. I don't think my temper would handle it, and Jamie's too soft when it comes to taking feedback. Why put me on the spot like that, man? I'll let it slide if you let me be the one to rework the menu. By all means, be my guest. And I'm assuming that means that Jeffrey will be the photojournalist as usual, of course. Not this time. Don't let him play hooky, Finn. We could use some of his photos for the final presentation slide. But what we'll need on Friday is a delivery boy, and Jeffrey can drive. Finn, no. What are you doing? A wave of snickers stir among our group. That's his ticket out of this again. Relax, I'll do my part this time. If you need me out and about on Friday, I'm your guy. Just to be safe, don't you think Moondalarum should go along with him? There's always extra room for Moondalarum in my make-believe delivery car. Which reminds me, you should probably request for one of the school cars. That way we can test if the food can withstand a rough car ride. I mean, it's Korean barbecue. It's just meat for the most part. Maybe like cooked veggies as well. Some rice. That should survive a car ride, I would think. But I was joking. Hazel leans next to me and lowers her voice. Make sure he doesn't get into any trouble. He's sneaky. She giggles and scoots back towards Finn, who is flipping through the folder. Along with delivery monitoring, maybe you could also figure out what the extra gift for customers should be. That's a good idea. I'm sure Moondalarum will come up with something cool and creative for this. Oh no, they have expectations of me. Ah, shit. As we begin jotting down our plan for Friday together, the bell rings and students begin heading out the door. Our group rushes working catering. I've seen a lot of questionable transport methods for food, and 99% of the time, the food we find. Yeah. I mean, at my current job, I can't like leave for lunch or anything. And again, it's an overnight shift, so I have to like get my food delivered, and I usually have to go through Uber Eats. And other than the fact that like one guy quote unquote delivered, and by that I mean he probably just like pulled up in front and then registered on his phone like I made it to the location and then drove off. I never got my food that day. I got the refund and then I reordered, and another delivery driver like delivered that food. But other than that one time that somebody ran off with my food, I haven't had any real issues. I mean, it's food, it travels. Like, unless they're in the car for like, I don't know, 5 hours, but who delivers food 5 hours away? For real. Our group rushes to get things together to head to our next class. Now that we're organized, let's have things ready by the Friday test run. I've got a good feeling about this. Well, or we shuffle out the door. We head down the hallway in unison, discussing the last details before splitting off to different classrooms. Finn and Jamie are knee-deep in the conversation, while Hazel skirts behind, striving to catch up to them. Jeffrey trails last, scrolling through Clickogram as usual. As I catch up to everyone, a trio of students head out of one of the senior classrooms, nearly colliding with me. Hey, watch out! I close my eyes and brace for impact when someone pulls me to the wall and out of the way. I'm gonna get kabedoned? I'm waiting for this. Who is it? Oh, it's Leo. Kabedoned by Leo. Why weren't you looking ahead? I opened my eyes to find Leo standing beside me as the other two senior boys stare at us. I was hoping I was gonna get like artwork of the kabedon. Damn. Leo then spots Finn and Jamie from the corner of his eye before seeing the rest of the group. At once, Robin comes to my side. Are you alright, Moondalarum? I'm fine. I turn to Leo, but Finn steps in and catches his attention. That was some fine timing, Leo. I never knew you had cat-like reflexes. I don't know, him and Tyler were pretty quick for wherever they went. Into the back rooms. So, you know. Gotta be fast. Gotta have them cat-like reflexes. It's my hidden talent, I guess. Yeah, Tyler would know all about that, wouldn't he? I'm gonna die on this hill. So, is this your new posse? More like they're forcing us into yet another group project together. Did you ever have to do crisis scenario project last year? I don't remember all the details, but yes, it wasn't hard, just a lot of work. You don't think you could give us a little hint or two if we're on the right track? There's a reason why they give everyone a different project, Jeffrey. Maybe, but here's the thing. It's half of your officers. If half of your officers are stuck working on this project for the rest for the week, they won't have time for oh, club officers. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck? Officers? There's police in here? What's happening? No president would be happy with that. Come on, just a hint. As if he'll ever tell you. There's no use even if I wanted to anyway. No one solution works for every restaurant. What kind of upperclassman would I be if I weren't letting you all try your best on this project? We don't need any hints, Leo. But if you happen to be free on Friday, we could use you as a mock customer while we test out our plan. We'll just need a few minutes, that's all. Plus, you'll get some free food. Crossing his arms, Leo glances at me before returning to Finn. I'll think about it. I've already made some study plans, so we'll see. Noticing his friends starting to make their way down the hallway, Leo quickly adjusts his bag to leave. Catching my eye, he leans in and lowers his voice to me as he passes by. Just be careful next time. As Leo heads the other way, the rest of the group gets ready to disperse to their other classes. Before we split off, Finn rushes up to the front. So remember, everybody, Friday in one of the practice rooms. Don't be late. The week flies by as we work nonstop together to get ready for our project's test run. By the time Friday arrives, we've completed our initial research after several working sessions after school. We are finally ready to put our plan to the test. Heading inside the practice room that the team booked for the day, I'm surprised to find Jamie by himself. It looks like he's busy in the kitchen. I tread slowly, trying not to disturb him while he finishes up, grilling the brisket on the stove. As I step aside, he pushes the brisket onto a plate, which is pushing the brisket into a plate like really hard. It's like, what are you doing? I'm trying to coat the plate in the brisket flavor. No, he pushes the brisket onto the plate, or onto a plate, to cool and turns off the stove. Oh, hey, Moondalarum. I didn't see you there. It's all good. Just watching you from behind, like a creeper. But you're into it. Are you still trying to work on the menu? I thought it was done already. It is. But I was just making sure I was making everything correctly before we try serving it on our fake customers. I don't want to disappoint everyone. But you won't disappoint them. Don't be so hard on yourself when you've done a lot for this project already. Do you really think so? I've been watching you working hard all this week on this. You know, from behind, like a creeper. But again, you're into it. So it's all good. That means a lot coming from you. Trust me, you're going to be fine. Okay, thanks, Moondalarum. The door opens. Robin comes in along with Finn and Hazel, all carrying cardboard boxes. Setting them on a spare counter, they crowd around the stove in awe of Jamie's dishes. Everything's looking good, Jamie. I hope you haven't been here prepping since dawn, though. Nah, I made time for breakfast. I'm assuming that's your way of saying that you've been up all this time. Finn chuckles as he opens up each of the boxes. Hopefully, everything will go smoothly today. He pulls out a stack of eco-friendly food cartons before Robin, who pulls out a sheet of stickers from another box. One by one, the three of them begin placing stickers on each of the boxes. Wow, the packaging looks really good, Robin. Thanks. Why is he not wearing the uniform? Everyone else is. I'm sorry, Robin, I just misgendered you. Why are they wearing a t-shirt while everyone else is wearing their uniforms? Thanks, I tried to make it as realistic as possible to match Hanwoo's current branding. Yeah, you're wearing your uniform. I've noticed. I factored in the cost for these stickers and a few other branded items. I also did work in the costs of masks, gloves, and sanitizers for all the delivery workers and cooks, though we didn't buy them for the simulation. Oh, Hazel's not wearing her stuff either. Interesting. Is this a weekend? They did say the week went by. Yeah, this is the weekend. Okay. And everyone we asked said they'd be happy to help us today. I've told them that once Jeffrey and Moondalarum deliver their orders, they have to call me. They would then give me their honest review about our packaging and how the delivery went. Hopefully, they'll have good things to say about the packaging design. We put those little compartments in the carton specifically to hold all the banchan side dishes. And if there's no issue with their order, I'll mark it as complete, or as a complete sale to track the rate of success. Hopefully this will simulate the costs associated with bad deliveries or customer issues. Excuse me. And if everything goes well, it's up to Moondalarum to figure out what the extra gift item should be. Oh god, expectations. And we finish putting stickers, or as we finish putting stickers on the packaging, we're alerted by the sound of keys jingling by the door. Jeffrey strolls in, swinging the card keys around his finger. Humming to himself, he rests against the wall and watches us. Watches us. Wow. Are we all set to start? I'm still trying to figure out why we even need to be using the car if we're not delivering outside of Lincoln. We need to test if the packaging keeps everything secure during transit. It's not really enough to assume that it'll be fine when someone opts for takeout. You know, the teacher might ask if we research this. So where am I supposed to drive to when half the deliveries are 2 hallways away from us? We leave, we drive around the block a couple times, and then we come back. Maybe do some donuts around the parking lot. That's your plan? Wow, Jeffrey, it's almost as if you care about this project. Just you wait till the day my motivation finally starts kicking in. Boy, I'm still waiting for that day, for myself. Good luck. I hope that day is today for everybody's sake. Now that we're all set, our Ma Kongwu is now open for takeout and delivery service. Who's our first customer, Hazel? First delivery is 4 combo A boxes with brisket, bulgogi, 3 sides of rice, extra kimchi for the banchan. Jamie quickly makes his way to the kitchen, ready to turn on the stove. Who's this for? It only says Muffin Boy, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be for the baking club. This is one of Jeffrey's friends, not mine. Oh, Muffin Boy, he's my baking buddy. What's his name? It just says Muffin Boy on the list. Actually, I don't really know. He just is the Muffin Boy. Okay. But I know right where the baking club is meeting today. Make sure you do enough donuts around the parking lot to test the packaging. In record time, Jamie cooks each of the meats thoroughly while Robin begins packaging all of the banchan. Robin prepares the bed of rice, then places all the meats in their respective slots in the carton. Don't forget, they ask for extra kimchi. I just added some extra in the boxes. Robin seals the boxes and gently sets them in my hands. Take good care of these boys. You can count on us. Jiggling the car keys once more, Jeffrey sprints out first. I follow behind, doing all I can to keep the boxes steady in my hands. After enduring what seemed like 10 endless minutes circling the parking lot, Jeffrey and I park by the other side of the school and head back inside. Man, I think we were almost done for when that security car passed by. I think we were almost done for when the security car passed us by. I think they thought we were lost. Maybe next time we should model our project off after an ice cream truck instead. Nobody seems to question those. Okay, phone? Snap buzz. Jamie. These takeout orders are picking up like crazy. Hope delivery is going okay. Okay. Exit. Better check this quickly. I already did. Does Jamie have an update? I just looked at it already. I'm ahead of you, game. Before I can reply, Jeffrey takes the delivery from my hands and rushes to the classroom. I try catching up, but he's fast. Jeffrey, be careful. Don't worry, I saw how Robin packaged it. Everything's safe in their compartments. As we turn to the next hallway and maneuver past a cluster of students, I suddenly notice red liquid leaking along the bottom corners of the boxes. Oh, nar. It's the kimchi, isn't it? A strong, familiar odor reaches my nose. Oh no. Jeffrey reaches the classroom first, knocking at the door. A timid boy peeks his head out before opening the door wide open in delight. There's murmuring of voices. I can see several students sitting before a table circled with muffins of all flavors. Hey, Jeffrey, you made it. Jeffrey wastes no time handing him the boxes, then pulls out his phone to take a picture. As I finally catch up to him, he accidentally snaps a selfie of us instead of the delivery. Jeffrey, the boxes. What about them? Oh no, I think they're linking. He opens one of the boxes as a few drops of kimchi juice plops to the floor. I fucking knew it. Holding his breath, he opens up the box to find the kimchi out of its compartment splattered all over the other banchan. Oh man. It probably got jostled during the car ride. The box was already full before Robin added the extra kimchi. Jeffrey keeps staring down at the mess, unable to find the words. It's okay, you know. Honest. It's not like most of us won't be mixing everything together eventually. Yet, Jeffrey remains silent. If it helps, I'll just tell Hazel that I accidentally tilted the box when you gave it to me or something. Do you think she'll really believe that? If it keeps you out of trouble, I'll give it my best shot. It wouldn't put him in trouble. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. This is a simulation. If something goes wrong, you have to report it so that you know, don't do wrong next time. Jeffrey looks at me in a plea. You know what you have to do. I do? It's not fair of us to put it on him to lie for something we both should have been paying attention to. You're right. Thanks for being a pal, Muffin Boy, but you don't have to do that. Just tell Hazel what happened and we can figure things out from there. No problem, Jeffrey. I really hope your team doesn't get on your case. This is all part of the simulation, so hopefully they'll just fake berate us about it for a bit. Thanks again for volunteering and being a real bro. I'm sorry we didn't deliver as well as we'd hoped. It's all good. Send our compliments to the chef and the rest of your team. I'll call Hazel shortly. Muffin Boy closes the door. Jeffrey and I look at each other with a sigh. Thanks for stepping in like that, Moondalarum. I don't know what came over me earlier, and you're right. I didn't mean to panic and have someone cover for me like that. I'm glad you called me out on it. You're a good person, Jeffrey. Now let's make out, please. I need to make out with somebody in this game. You know that. It means a lot when you say it, though. When others say it, sometimes it feels empty. Well, now it's time to face the music. I wonder what they'll really say when he tells them. Jeffrey and I head back to the practice room, neither of us certain of what awaits us. As we enter the room, we see Robin in the process of boxing another delivery, while Finn and Jamie discuss the menu by the stove. Hazel waits at the counter, staring down at her phone and looking bored. As soon as she spots us, she hops off her seat. So, how did it go? Her voice rouses everyone's attention back on us. Muffin Boy hasn't called you yet? Not yet, but it hasn't been long, so you'll just have to head out on the next delivery. Her phone interrupts with a loud chime. Heading back to the counter, she rushes to answer it. Is this Muffin Boy? Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm going to put you on speaker. Oh God, if that's okay. Jeffrey looks to me, trying not to fidget. We're about to be put on blast. Oh Lord. Finn and Jamie wait, frozen by the stove. Robin stops packing and takes a seat at the other end of the counter among the bed of stickers. Hey everyone. So, thanks for my order. Everyone here thinks the food is great, and it arrived on time, but... His voice is muffled against the phone. But what? Something sort of happened with the order. It wasn't too bad, but a little bit of kimchi leaked from the bottom of the box. Another voice interrupts, overtaking Muffin Boy's voice. A little? The whole box was splattered in kimchi when he opened it. Oh no. Did I not seal the boxes properly? Hazel puts a finger to her lips and points to the phone as she begins writing several notes on her laptop. Okay, was everything else intact in the delivery? Yeah, for the most part. The delivery was a mess. Everything was jostled. And since only some of us like kimchi with our food, these people have to miss out on lunch. If this were a real restaurant, we would have called them right up and asked them to fix the order. God damn. Fucking Karen? I understand. I can see you're taking notes diligently. The rest of us are stunned and silent. Rest assured, we'll do our best to address this matter. Thank you for your feedback. Once they hang up, Hazel sets her phone down and took a step back. What happened, you two? We all saw Robin seal everything correctly. Do you know when it started leaking? Was it during the car ride? We're not sure. By the time Moondalarum pointed it out to me, we were already there. It sort of slipped our minds after driving around the parking lot. But I thought you'd at least keep a better check on this. Otherwise, how do we get to the root of this problem? Is it a packaging issue? Is it driver negligence? You're not mad at us for potential driver negligence? Of course we're not mad. This is supposed to be a real-life simulation. We can't expect every employee at a restaurant to be paying attention every second. That's what I'm saying. Drivers still have to pay attention to the road and communicate with the restaurant on top of the delivering. We should be going to the extreme to cover all possible bad scenarios. So this is a good experience so this is good to experience, and we can refer to this in our recommendations to Hanwoo. We just need to figure out what happened to provide a recommendation to prevent future cases of leakage. Wow, Jamie. We gotta prevent future cases of leakage? Well, you just gotta plug it up, right? I totally expected you to be on my case more than Hazel. I agree with Jamie's point, but we need to pay attention to all the steps in order to find a fix. Do you remember, or did you remember to properly secure the delivery in the car? Both Moondalarum and I double-checked it before driving, but not afterwards. As the others chime in with more questions, my gaze suddenly drifts to the delivery box on the counter. To my surprise, there's a fresh stain along the bottom corner, and a small puddle forming beneath it. So what do you know? It wasn't our fault. Guys? They stop talking and follow my gaze to the leaky box. Robin holds back a small gasp. Oh! Jeffrey gives a sigh of relief and steps back as the rest of them surround the counter. So it really might be the box material after all. We went with a sturdy type of carton, but I don't think it's made to handle the amount of liquid. Adding the extra kimchi probably made it worse. Not to mention that the car ride jostled it all over the other dishes. So we need to figure out a way to properly transport messier foods. We can't exactly nix kimchi from our menu and call it a day either. It's such a simple banchan. Taking hold of the box, Robin opens it and inspects the contents inside. The sauces seem to be fine in their tiny containers, but they're too small to hold kimchi in. Besides that, I think the compartments seem to be holding up fine for the rice, meats, and other banchan. Groaning in frustration, Finn sits back on the counter and reviews through our notes. We clearly need to include the kimchi in some separate container of some kind. But if we do that, we might have to forego the free gift idea. It's either that or they don't get their kimchi. Oh, why can't we have both? Why can't we have both the containers and the free gifts? We still haven't come up with the gift idea yet, because our budget doesn't let us afford both options at once. We can either put the money we have on the containers for kimchi or use it on the free gift. What if the container for the kimchi was the free gift? Kimchi needs like a specific kind of container because it's a fragrant food. I mean, it's fermented cabbage most of the time. So it's like, you need like a kimchi refrigerator usually to store it. So like, what if it's like a specific container? Maybe with like a cute design on it. Who knows? Fixing my mic levels. They're a bit high. How about that? Let's go down a little bit further. Like right here? Right here. My mouth is usually about right here. Yeah, okay. We can either put the money we have on new containers for the kimchi or use it on the gift. Otherwise, our costs are too high and we won't be making a profit even if we have sales. Clearly, we need to put the kimchi in a separate container if we're going to keep delivering it. Unless, exactly. The container is the gift itself. What do you mean? We can invest in an eco-friendly, reusable container to deliver the kimchi in. It not only solves our delivery problem, but also gives customers a little something. They can reuse the container and remember us then. It would be a marketing tactic too that way. I see what you're saying. We could design them and put Hamu's branding on it. That's a good idea. It's also a nice gesture of hospitality. If people can't be out socializing, it's likely they'll have to stay at home and stock up on certain foods. These containers can store kimchi or any other snack items. Probably mostly kimchi. Like if you eat kimchi regularly, you're gonna just have a kimchi container and that's that. Nothing else is going in that. And if it addresses both issues, we can technically have both things without increasing our cost too much. We'll have to research some suppliers for our final presentation, but we should be good. That was some quick thinking, Moondalarum. You're welcome. I'm happy I thought of it before it actually showed up on screen. I think there's some spare containers in one of the school supply rooms we can use to test this. They should be just the right size for the kimchi. I could put the brand sticker on them in the meantime. The two of them sprint off while Finn returns with Hazel to get ready for the next order. A few minutes later, Jamie and Robin return with an armful of colorful containers. They're rainbow colored for Pride Month. Happy June. The school keeps some plastic containers we could use. They're lightweight, but the lids seem sturdy. Since we have a takeout order coming up, we need to get this order packaged and the other one onto the stove. I'll handle the takeout order then. In a matter of minutes, Robin is already repackaging the delivery in a fresh new box. I help by sealing the kimchi in its new container. Robin tops it off with a sticker on the lid and places everything carefully inside of the box. Here's hoping this works. As Robin hands me the order, Hazel approaches us with her tablet on hand. This delivery will be going to one of the practice rooms at the end of the hall. We're pretending that they're 15 minutes away from Hanwoo. You'll have to simulate that time in the parking lot again. We should be fine this time. What's the delivery for? Or who's the delivery for? Giggling, Hazel gives us a peek at her tablet. Jeffrey recoils against the wall. What the fuck? Is it the cops? Who is it? Of all people, it's for him? Is it for Leo? You of all people should know not to mess with this order up. It's definitely for Leo. You should be telling that to Jamie too. He's the one making the food. Just make us proud, Jeffrey. Or at least don't raise our anxiety levels any more than we have right now. Fine. Let's hit it, Moondalarum. Or else the king will lop off our heads if his food gets cold. Yeah, it's 100% Leo. As we head out once again, Jeffrey pulls out the car keys and leads the way back to the parking lot. After yet another round of dizzying donuts in the parking lot, Jeffrey and I manage to skirt away just as security passes to inspect the car. Unlike before, Jeffrey cradles the box tight in his arms as we head back to the hallway. He checks beneath the box. It's still dry. So far so good, I guess. I'm holding my breath till he checks the food. Still, of all people. Jeffrey gives a half-hearted knock on the practice room door. Yo, it's your Korean barbecue SOS delivery boy. Come and get it while it's hot. We both stumble back as Leo opens the door, examining us from head to toe. I don't know why, but I looked at the word examining and my brain was like, I don't know that word. I do know that word, but my God. Do you really have to call yourself that? And we could hear you from down the hall. What, you don't like our customer service? Is this going to be long? I'm busy right now. Finn said you'd make it quick. Jeffrey and I can't help but peek into the room. Oh, I need water. Several students, or senior students, are cooking and studying together. A few of them glance in our direction. Here's your delivery, Your Majesty. 1 combo B box with brisket, exactly as you ordered. For some reason, I don't trust you. Maybe I've tossed a fib your way here and there, but believe me, today is not the day. You can ask Moondalarum. Leo glances from the corner of his eye as he accepts the delivery. He remains silent, testing the weight of the box and inspecting for leaks. Not a bad choice of materials. It doesn't flop around under the weight of the food. I noticed several of Leo's classmates beginning to make their way towards him for a closer look. You didn't tell us you were helping them with their crisis project, Leo. Remember ours? Leo ignores him as he carefully opens the lid, releasing the scent of sweet marinade. While the rest of his friends comment over the food, I watch Leo reach for the container of kimchi. Jeffrey can't hold back his excitement as we both notice that the container is still sealed and dry. Is this reusable? Yes, so you can store more kimchi or other snacks in there after you've finished. Leo briefly opens the lid to inspect the kimchi. And for leftovers, I'm guessing? Leftovers aren't really my thing. But why this idea? It's a gift to our customers. Moondalarum thought of the idea. There's no hidden meanings to it. I thought you were used to gifts. I don't usually expect Tupperware as a gift, but I guess it works for some customers. This is custom Tupperware. There's a big difference. Admit it, you don't mind the idea. Is that how a delivery boy is supposed to speak to a customer? I'm still supposed to give Hazel my full critique. Turns out, I'm not your delivery boy. I'm just a guy who doesn't want to hear the end of it from others if you give us a bad review. With a hardened sigh, Leo closes the box. Fine then. Thank you for your delivery. Expect to hear from me soon. Yes, boss. Before his friends can say anything, he shuts the door. Jeffrey groans. Why do I get the feeling he's going to rip into us? He didn't really say what he was going to tell Hazel. Still, at this point, we might be asking for a miracle. But we've got no other choice but to head back. Our practice room is just a short walk up the hallway, so we don't have to run back this time. A student exits our practice room, cradling another box. That must have been the takeout order that came after Leo's. Holding the door, Jeffrey lets me head inside first. You're back. How did it go? Did Leo give you a hard time? This is Leo we're talking about. Has he called yet? At the moment, Hazel's phone rings. She quickly snatches it from the counter. Hey there, so what's your critique? That doesn't sound like Leo. That's the teacher, or that's a takeout order. He ordered a combo A and we put the kimchi in the new container. We're hoping his feedback will help us too. The rest of us watch as Hazel takes notes on her laptop when another phone starts to ring. Sorry, that's mine. He rummages through his school bag for his phone. Quickly, he answers the phone at the last ring. Hey, Leo, sorry about that. Oh no, he actually called. The rest of us hold our breath while both Finn and Hazel each take a corner to finish their conversations. Hazel is the first to finish her call and sets her phone aside. So I've got a lot of positive feedbacks from our takeout order. He loved the container and thought it was a nice touch that it's reusable. He also liked the carton design we chose. Now it's time to find out what His Majesty says. It really can't be that bad, can it? Finn gently coughs as he slips his phone back in his school bag before joining our circle. On the contrary, he had a lot of interesting things to say about our delivery. Just rip the band-aid off. He says he likes the packaging design. He thought it was smart and suits our menu. The presentation was clean despite putting it through the driving test. He could tell that we tested the box in the car. One of his friends overheard campus security laughing about two strange people doing donuts in the lot. He put two and two together. At least you two drove around in style. But his favorite part was the reusable container. He said he's planning on using it for his meal prepping once he's finished the kimchi. Ooh boy. You really better clean that sucker out then. He actually said that? I feel like I missed a line. Yeah, he also said that if we had other colors, he'd like to place another order with us. Yeah, he actually said that. If His Majesty wants to collect them, that means Hanwoo could have repeat customers collecting these containers. There is one more thing he said though. Oh no, what now? He said the food was a little too salty for his taste and that parts of it were overcooked. He said what? Just when we thought we dodged his lethal bullets. At least Jamie is the victim this time. But he said it was passable, so don't get too worked up over it. We still have a few more demo orders to fulfill. But I've got a great feeling about our final presentation. I join in the bustle prepping for the next few deliveries. Excitingly, our team seems to be on track to deliver a successful project report. Hopefully our team's recommendation will be helpful to Hanwoo. To be continued. Hey yo. I know it's already saved, but I just double save just in case. I definitely want to get to Pocket Mirror, so I'll just keep it with one chapter. I wanted to do two, but these chapters are kind of long, and there's just a lot of talking involved. For me, anyway. So we'll do chapter 7, maybe 7 and 8 next week. Definitely 7 though. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and close this out. Yes. Okay.